um at the awkward angle, so y'all don't judge me. How you doing? This looks strange down here, but YouTube, you look amazing. The sun shining on me today. It's cold, but it's a beautiful sun. You guys are well, and everybody is having an amazing day. Uh, come on in here. Today I want to talk about quickly. I'm in between appointments, and I want to talk about just the government shutdown, what to expect, what it looks like on for mortgage loans. Y'all like my case? Ain't that cute? My sister bought me this old little boom box. I don't know which way is right, but anyway, I forgot I was on live on the phone, so I'm switching it around. It's a little awkward. Sorry. So good morning, good morning, good morning. The government is still shut down. Are still the TSA and air traffic control and all that stuff with the government until they come to a solution as far as the and everybody, all parties agree. So we are aware that this is affecting a lot of people, a lot of our loved ones. There are different organizations who are stepping up and trying to give resolutions and give assistance to people who are not getting paid right now. But we also got to keep in mind that since this administration started, there are hundreds of people who lost their jobs, not even in the federal government, due to budget cuts. They're cutting a lot of programs. They're cutting housing programs. They're cutting electricity programs. There isn't as much assistance that people could get to help. Now that their job has been cut, they don't really have assistance to help them pay their bills. So our country is really in a whirlwind right now. It's supposed to be great again. So we have to figure out what that means. So in this situation, I am attempting to give you guys an update on the real estate market or the government loans. So if you're pre-approved and you're doing an investment loan, you're doing a conventional loan, there aren't too many issues with those, right? So let's go to the impact, right? Sheet just give you guys all the maximum information um, that you could possibly use so you can make a decision. So if you're out shopping for a house right now, a lot of these things aren't affected. So what's affected are the govies, what we call govies or government loans. Government loans will be VA, USDA, and FHA. Those are all backed by the government. So those are the ones that could show the biggest impact right now. Right. So VA loans, VA programs are considered essential and continue to operate during the shutdown. So VA loans are not being affected as much as the other loans are. Right? Certificates of eligibilities, appraisals, and funding fees process still function, but some may face slower turnaround times. Now, why would the turnaround times be slower? Because if people aren't at work, then there's less staff to get these things done. So you have to be patient. If you're a listing agent, if you're a buyer's agent, you have to be patient with your lender during this time because there are a lot of things going on that we cannot control. So if we tell you we're still waiting to get the final approval or we're still down, be short staffed. So please be patient. I know people got things to do and they're trying to close their loans, but be patient with us. Manual reviews and federal data verification may be delayed, especially for income checks for service verification. Bottom line, VA loans are open, but expect slower verification and appraisal times. So verifications will be to verify that your benefits are still active, verification for the lenders, what the underwriters do, verification of employment, verification of tax transcripts, social security transcripts. All of that stuff could be affected and be a little bit slower because they're short staffed. But VA loans are essential right now. So expect if you have a VA loan and you're pre-approved for that, you're fine. USDA loans. Now, new USDA loans are mostly paused during the shutdown. So they're not doing new USDA loans. However, if you were approved and the commitment was put in, like you got your initial approval, before the government shut down, you're fine. You're going to go through fine. So, only loans with conditional commitments issued before the shutdown can move forward, and lenders take on added risk until it's resolved. So, the big banks who are backing these loans, who are lending you the money, they take the risk for the USDA loan because we know the government shutdown can't last forever. God willing. We don't know with this administration. Expect longer delays in processing, underwriting, and final approvals due to furloughed USDA staff. So that's the same across the board. You're going to hear that across the board for all the loans. FHA loans. FHA loans remain available, but some operations may slow down due to reduced HUD staffing. So again, slowdowns, but FHA it is operating as usual, as normal. So expect if you're pre-approved with the FHA loan, then it'll go as normal, right? It just might be you might experience a couple days of delays to get to closing. Flood insurance renewals or new policies under NFIP could cause closing delays in flood zone areas. So if you're buying a house near the water, near the beach, you may be in a flood zone. And if your house is zoned in a flood area, then you have to get flood insurance. Flood insurance is backed by the federal government. So there are some places that aren't able to get flood insurance. So if you have a FHA loan and you need flood insurance, you may experience delays because of that, or your loan may not go through until the government opens up again. Because again, some people cannot get um, right? I'm trying to figure out this. So some people can't get flood insurance. So just keep that in mind. Expected potential underwriting or document delays. Expect potential document delays, even though lenders can still submit new cases. So same thing. Expect delays. Short staff. IRS and doing loans. I had several loans underwriting as of right now. I have several loans underwriting. The only delays we had was people getting their IRS transcripts and being able to verify their social security and their social security numbers was the biggest. So we would have people go on their IRS.gov website and pull their transcripts. The underwriters do have to verify that because, of course, anybody can alter documents now. So those are the delays. Those are going to affect your loan. So we can close loans super duper fast, right? My record of closing a loan is 7 days. On average, it takes anywhere up to 21 days now. It used to be 45 days for certain loan programs, but now we could close a loan in 2 to 3 weeks. So your 2 to 3 weeks may go up to 30 days, which is normal. So don't let that deter you from buying your house. All right. So Social Security benefit payments continue, but new applications and verifications may be limited. These delays can affect loan types like FHA, VA, USDA because lenders rely on these agencies for income and identity verification. So they need to verify your Social Security number and they need to verify your identity if you are getting benefits. So here's a summary for this. VA loans remain active and expect minor slowdowns. USDA loans are mostly paused for new applications. So if you are pre-approved with the VA USDA loan and you have not found a place yet, that your real estate agent needs to communicate these things to the listing agent if you find a house and you want to make an offer on it. To let them know, hey, we can't submit until the government opens back up. So that's for USDA loans only. FHA loans are still available, but maybe slower processing time. IRS and Social Security Administration service delays can cause the services may they could call a so that's all for that. With their buyer's agent. Because the buyer's agent, or you guys can call me. So if we're all on the same deal together, reach out to me via email, text message, and I'll do what I can to get you an update. Okay. Sorry, on Facebook it says I was experiencing some delays. All right, so that's all for the government shutdown. If you were in the market to buy a house and you said, oh man, the government shut down, I'm gonna wait. You don't have to do that. We're going to keep things flowing. We're going to make sure that your loan is going to get through. If anything comes up during your pre-approval process, we will let you know, hey, expect delays. Okay? Expect delays. So again, if we expect to close your loan in 2 weeks, add another week to it, 3 weeks. So plan accordingly. Those who are selling their home, don't plan to move in 30 days. You might have to give yourself another 10, 15 days because of the government shutdown. However, you can still sell your home, you can still buy a home, and you will be fine. The market is still moving. There's plenty of inventory here in the DC metropolitan area. There are plenty of people still buying. There are plenty of listings. It is currently a buyer's market. So the buyers have a slight bit of upper hand in negotiating. That's what it means when say a buyer's market. Um, all of the loan programs, there are down payment assistance programs out here. There are non-QM loans, specialty loans for people who have special income circumstances. We have a new FHA loan. Yeah, this new FHA loan is amazing. I am going to get more information on it. I'm going to do a separate video about it, but it actually opens up FHA to a whole nother audience, a broader view. If it was hard for you to get a loan before, this new loan that we're about to roll out, or it's already available, but that I am going to do a video on, it's amazing. Realtors, hit me up because some of your clients that were not able to get approved due to debt to income ratio issues or due to credit scores, due to reserves, all of that stuff, I have options. I have a special program that's coming out, or that's out, that I can turn those no to yeses. So y'all need to hit me up. Y'all got my phone number 301-965-1155. 301-965-1155. I got y'all covered whenever you need. Now, this thing I want to touch on before I get out this car, because my appointment is starting in about 20 minutes. So I'm gonna give myself time. But um, my one-on-one coaching, you guys have seen my book From Rent to Reign. So what happened to all my people? Um, From Rent to Reign is out. The link is in bio everywhere for first time home buyers, especially. I have a new project coming out within the next 2 weeks for people who own their own home, right? Um, Rent to Reign, the one that's out now, it is actually a book, a full book. Each chapter gives you the breakdown of buying a house. It comes with a workbook that coincides with the so in the book, you notifications on my. So each chapter tells you we got a chapter on budgeting, we got a chapter on saving, we got a chapter on credit, we got a chapter on loan pro, and then at the end of each year, you go to your workbook and you jot down your plan and your goal. Purchase your first home. So as a home buyer, people come and say, created because there are so many of us who come from background and you could take financial classes in college, but that's voluntarily, it's not required. So a lot of us just don't know what the process looks like and what we need to do to get prepared. So I wrote this book for you to buy and read on your own time and you to come up with your own schedule. You set your timeline, you do your budget, you set up your savings plan, you really take a hard look, right? You pray, you journal. What does it feel like? Because a lot of us don't own homes because we feel like we're not worthy of owning a home. A lot of us don't own homes because we have never seen anybody around us own a home. A lot of us don't own homes because we feel like we're not in a financial situation to own a home. A lot of us don't own homes because we don't have a good relationship with money and we don't have a good relationship with credit. So those things need to change in order for you to complete that goal. You deserve to own your own property and to start building your generational wealth. So this book is a guide to get you from start to finish and to make sure that in your timeline, you are going to be ready to buy a house. Now, the coaching came about because some people just don't have time to sit down and read the book and do the exercise on their own. So I have created one-on-one coaching. I made that available. It is on my website. I put it in the caption. You are able to do this coaching, and in this coaching, um, you're going to be able to sit with me. It's from 60 to 90 minutes. It's probably going to be more like 90 minutes. You're going to pull your credit reports, all three of them. Go to annualcreditreport.com and download your credit reports. And then you're also going to look at your bank statements. You don't have to bring those. Um, you don't have to bring those bank statements with you. You can go ahead and just write your expenses down right before our meeting, right before our coaching session. And you're going to write your expenses down. And then we're going to do your budget. We're going to do your savings plan. You're going to tell me, okay, my lease is up in June. So by June, I want to be able to buy my own house. Okay, perfect. Let's get your workbook out. I'm going to give you a free copy of the book and the workbook when you do the coaching session. Get your workbook out and let's go through this book and let's go ahead and make your plan. So by the end of our coaching session, you will have a full plan. You will have a budget. You will know what to work on your credit. You will have all this stuff laid out. So during your time, by the time you reach your timeline or the goal you set for yourself, you will be ready to purchase your first house. So don't forget, I mean, if you want to do a coaching session where you feel like that's better than you going through the book on your own, please click the link and go ahead and purchase that coaching session. And then we will schedule, there is a calendar on there. So you pick the day and time that works best for you. And then we will do that coaching session. And I can guarantee you that by the end of this coaching session, you're going to have a full plan in place. And then I will check in with you. So let's say if your goal is to buy by next year. Every few months, I'm going to check on you and see how you're doing, how you're following up on your plan. Are you reaching your goals? Be easy on yourself because it's hard. It's easy to make goals, but sometimes it's hard to stick to them because life happens, and it happens. It happens often, and it happens to the best of us. So be easy on yourself. We're going to do a faith-based goal. We're going to touch on how did you get to this point? What do you want for yourself and how can I help you accomplish that? So do not forget, I'm going to put the link in the comments. The link is always in all of my bios on all of my all of my posts lately. The link is in it. So it's not hard to find. I don't want you to have to look too long. So I'll put the link in the caption or in the comments. So So, yeah, hit me up, and then I got you. I got you. I'm sorry, y'all. I should have put this phone on do not disturb. Listen, I get really distracted when I see notifications. It's a tick for me. Anybody else got that tick? But I love y'all. Thank you for tuning in. Government shutdown is here. But as long as you're still gainfully employed and you still want to buy a house, you can still buy a house. Just expect a couple days delay. That's all. One-on-one coaching is available. The link will be in the comments. If you want to do a one-on-one coaching session to start on your way to purchase your first home and you're a first-time home buyer, you just want to be educated on the process, the one-on-one coaching is live on my website for you to purchase. So whenever you're ready, you can go ahead and click that link and purchase and schedule your coaching call. By the end of that coaching call, you will have a full plan. You will have motivation. You will have inspiration. You will have all of that. So you'll be ready to purchase your house. All right. I love y'all. I'm about to get off here and head on to my next appointment. You guys need me. My cell phone is 301-965-1155. And you guys have a blessed and wonderful day and weekend. Bye bye. Bye, YouTube.